utapata tu msichana ni conductor kwa mat, unaelewa? Yeah, she's also looking for money, but then back then this work was only for male. Yeah, so that is now what is happening. Utanipata tu niko kwa mira najipodoa, nitajieka nywele. This is how I'm looking for money. I'm Francis Kakande, aka Nail by Frank. I'm a Ugandan by nationality. I was born in Kampala in 1993 in a small town called Kahohi, where I also grew up with I was raised by my grandfather and my aunties, who are sisters to my father, who is deceased now. I went to set a boarding primary school in Ooko, and for my secondary I went to Fredrick High School. Then I dropped out in senior 4 after there were difficulties in getting school fees, because I used to pay for most of my school fees, and then little was helped by my relatives. I decided I should move out of Uganda. Made my decision in 2016. That's when I moved out of Uganda and I came to Kenya to start a new life in Kenya. Coming to Kenya, I didn't come like a normal person. I came like a refugee seeking for asylum. Yeah, after some insecurities, very many insecurities that maybe sometimes I cannot even mention here because of my security as well. Yeah. So I've been living in Kenya since 2016 till now. Okay, I have never lived in a refugee camp. When I came to Kenya, as a refugee, I was living in a safe house that was in Matasia. Afterwards, when I failed to live in this safe house because of basic needs and all that, the UN transferred me to Kakuma camp. That year was in 2017, yeah, where I went to Kakuma camp, and successfully we left the camp and came back to Nairobi. And then when I came back to Nairobi, that's when I began life as a beautician, life as a nail technician. Yeah, life to live like a normal Kenyan citizen. My grandfather has a lot of daughters. So I grew up with my aunties. My aunties, I used to see them doing their makeup. I used to see them wear their beautiful clothes. And I used to admire them so much. Yeah. But then since I was a child, I didn't have access to these things. Yeah, so the beauty part of it, I think I used to have behaviors. I used to steal their makeup, steal their clothes, wear them, run away. They even look for them and then they ask themselves, where is my blouse? I left it here, I can't see it, and it's me with it. Yeah, so I think it just grew with me. Though I used to hide it because I didn't want anyone to know about it. When I came to Kenya, life treated me not very well in the beginning. As you know, it is a foreign country. This is a place that I've never been before. It's my first time to be here. So I used to look for many things to do. I first of all, I joined a friend of mine, a Ugandan, who used to sell smokies. And then I thought I could do this job with them so that I can earn at least a 200 bob, 100 bob, to help me sustain some airtime, something that I wanted. But then I saw smokies is not my thing, So there is a friend of mine, it's called Steven. He used to do this work ever since he was in Uganda, and then when he came here, he continued with the same work. So this friend invited me to Mombasa. In Mombasa, alikuwa anafanya kazi kwa salon nyingine ya makucha. So when I visited him in that place, I used to see, nilikuwa naonanga watu wameweka kwa bafu, ni kama wanapikwa, and then I'm asking myself, what is happening? This Benson it's like it's cooking these people up. That's when my friend told me, no, this is pedicure. It's called pedicure. This is called manicure. When I get someone's hands and then I put on stick-ons and then I start to clean them, it's called manicure. So I started having interest. And remember that in Mombasa, I went to look for money too there. But then I didn't specifically knew what I was going to do, So when I saw this pedicure, this what, maybe I can learn it if it was easy. Then this friend of mine advised me, if I learned this, it would help me sustain myself, and then it wasn't that much difficult work. So actually it is my friend who inspired me to go into the beauty world. So when I began this work, I began as a nail technician, because most of people know that nail technicians are boys. I actually feared doing makeup. I thought of maybe when I start doing makeup, people are going to laugh at me, people are going to say a lot of things about me. Then I used to hide in nails, but in the actual sense, nails wasn't my interest. My much interest was makeup. Most of my clients are female, but you may find like maybe in a month I get like a few male clients, 1 or 2. Yeah, these male clients maybe are coming for creative makeup. I also do creative makeup. They are coming for, now like in October we had Halloween, so I had some clients who are male, then they are coming for creative makeup. So, and then the others that come for, there are others that want to maybe just to help out with their nails. They want to make their nails smart, and then they're not even comfortable coming to the salon, because of the way the world looks at it. So I find myself that I have to do house calls for these clients. I remember that was in 2018. Yeah, this client was very happy with what I did, my nails. But then when she came back, there is the other excitement you get. Oh, that's my client I did last time. She has come back. Then I give her a new set of nails. This client ignored me. She didn't even say hi to me. She just went on to my colleague, and then when I tried to greet her, she showed me this kind of weird face and all that. It wasn't a good experience at all. I felt like I didn't do a good job. But then when she left the salon, she told me what I did was good. It wasn't a good experience at all, with my first client. Okay, when I started makeup, I thought this was something easy. I thought this was something that you're going to get a brush and then you're going to blend in colors, and then you're going to produce a very perfect look, which was the opposite way. From the pictures I used to look at from the internet, from the work I used to see my friends do, I realized that makeup is something that is expensive, something that needs a lot of time to learn. Yeah, something that needs time. It's not something that maybe you wake up today, I'm going to try out this look, tomorrow I'm going to sleep. So I decided to give much of my time to makeup, and then with every mistake, actually makeup is like a training with experience. Yeah, so when I do a mistake today, I'm going to correct this mistake by doing what I did yesterday to correct that mistake. I began serious makeup in the quarantine season. When I was at home, that's when I said, let me start doing makeup, and then I start training myself little by little. Most of my makeup looks are inspired by worldwide makeup artists, James Charles. And then there are some stories that, okay, there is someone who can inspire you, and then there is someone whose story that can really touch you, and maybe you get inspired by their stories. And then I am always inspired by Dennis Karogi's stories, the stories he gives out, how he also started his journey, because it's the same way it's the same way that I started my journey too. I've tried very many skincare routines, and then they have not really agreed, I would say, agreed with my skin. Yeah, so I decided to switch to natural skincare routines. Yeah, where you may find me having a tomato. I'm masking it over my face, a natural tomato. Yeah, I'm using lemon. I'm masking it all over my face. It helps me to reduce the outbreak of acne. It helps me to tone my skin. Yeah, and then I taking a lot of water. I take a lot of water. In a few years from now, I see myself having my own makeup line. Yeah, under my names. I see myself having maybe told a lot of people, a lot of guys out there maybe who are interested in makeup, but then they don't have the ability to learn makeup. They want to do makeup, but then they are afraid to do it. The beauty industry is something that changes overnight. Yeah, you may be using something and then tomorrow you find there is something new. So how do I keep up with this? I'm always on social media for new trends, for new for new skills that have come out, for new art and all that. Yeah, so I always keep myself on social media. I follow a lot of makeup artists on social media to see what they have done. Yeah, there was a time I was doing a live video on Instagram. I was actually showing people how you can easily do your eyeshadow at home. Yeah, so this guy comes up and then it's like I was just beginning. Yeah, as my skin is sensitive, there are times it reacts and then it would bring a lot of acne. But then I had already programmed to do this video, and then by that time my skin was having some reactions. So this guy comes up and is like, oh God, what are you even trying to do? You're bringing more problems to your skin. First of all, you're a guy, why should you do this? I think the reason that you're always cutting your beards is the reason that you're bringing all this acne. So this guy goes on, and then me, I'm comfortably doing my makeup. This was hurting me inside, but then the fact that I decided to do this live, I couldn't stop it until I finished it. So this gave me courage that maybe no matter what someone can say, nothing can ever let you stop what you're doing. Yeah, because after when I finished doing my video, when I finished the makeup, everyone was like, oh wow, that's a very good makeup, that is something nice you've done. Okay, it wasn't a good experience for me. I even felt of leaving, like closing down my Instagram. But then from my friends, they encouraged me. They told me, no, you shouldn't close your Instagram. This is something small. This is something small. Just take heart. You can come back and do more lives. This guy was always coming to your lives to threaten, to bully you, to say weird things to you. He will eventually get tired, and that is what happened. Because even until now, I still do the live videos, and then this guy disappeared because he saw that I wasn't stopping. I'm coming back on and again. Okay, for any guy out there who would like to do makeup, maybe as a business, maybe as a passion, as a way of expressing themselves. Yeah, because I've seen different people, even from TikTok, from what they are using makeup, expressing different way they feel. I think they should just be comfortable with what they are doing. They should just go on. The sky is the limit. No one should ever let you down or maybe tell you not to do this. It doesn't matter about you, maybe your gender, male or female, because to be honest, right now kumekuwa kubaya, because utapata tu how do they call them, utapata tu msichana ni conductor kwa mat, unaelewa? Yeah, she's also looking for money, but then back then this work was only for male. Yeah, so that is now what is happening. Utanipata tu niko kwa mira najipodoa, nitajieka nywele. This is how I'm looking for money.